Welcome back, everybody, to episode 166 de Todos Toman Podcast. We are all back together. Welcome back, everybody. Romero, Miguel, Tank, me, Johnny Boy. Damn.
I don't
Johnny
have
Boycito,
that
¿no?
sound effect.
Say, Johnny. I forgot about that shit. I forgot what Tank called himself, but I'll remember. I remember during the episode.
Taquecito, tú.
No, it wasn't Taquecito.
Called those
Shank, no?
tanquecito,
Stank.
bomboncito.
Stank.
Oh, stank.
Oh, the replacements.
Stank.
Stank. The replacements. Yeah.
Ronnie Boy.
Ronnie Boy.
Ronnie Boy.
Ronnie Boy. We just said Miguelito, no, I think, or something like that.
I think we.
Like
said
you didn't
that.
get creative with Miguel. Like you really
Yeah,
didn't.
we established it was hard to find one for.
It was, I'm not gonna lie. Pero welcome back, everybody. I was absent last week, and we were 2 weeks ago because we skipped
2
last
weeks
week.
ago.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, I forgot. Time flies. Time does fly. I have not watched the episode. I have not had the chance to actually listen to it. I do want to. Pero
Yeah, man, we were live, dude.
I did start, dude. I know, but trust me, I couldn't do it. I was
You're
running
like,
around.
I do want to listen to it. Like I am going. No, like we'll say I do want to, but I'm not going like to. No,
No,
like,
no, hell yeah. I usually when I'm off and I'm not obviously part of the podcast, yeah, I do listen to them. Nada más que esta vez I really didn't have a chance and I've been busy here at the house. Pero I did start it, I'll tell you that. And you guys said I was doing manly things, and I appreciate that. Dude. Making me look all nice.
As soon as he heard that, he's like, "All right, my job is
That's it.
done."
Yeah. Good job, guys. No, I approve. Yeah,
He's
pero
gonna listen to the rest of it. He's gonna come back like, you know what? I take my approval back, no?
fuck yeah. You should just let me deal with it by myself. Pero welcome back, everybody. Hay que empezar como siempre, como se debe. ¿Qué están tomando? We'll start off with Romero, dude, because you got those fancy ass whiskey glasses and all that shit in the back.
It's a nice decanter, you know. Like I've
that.
had this decanter for
Oh, that's
for a
true. That's
while.
true. That's true.
Yeah. And usually what I fill this one up with is with the Kirkland whiskey Scotch blend.
Mm.
So I have that in there, and I have my cup ready to go.
Ooh.
So
Ice is not melted. Dude. It looks nice.
no, ice is not melted.
Hey man. So we started in a good time.
Sí,
Okay.
sí, sí. Todo el tiempo, pero yeah, looking forward to it. It's a nice, pretty nice whiskey, and it's that type of day, like it feels
is.
right.
All right, I like that. Miguel, what you got?
So I'm drinking Chica Chida. So it's a peanut butter it's a peanut butter tequila.
Ooh, shit.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like.
Chica Chida.
That's cool.
Peanut butter tequila. Okay.
Yep. It says, which I really like what it says. It says, escucha, deja tu criterio en la puerta, no te preocupes por el mañana y bebe como un verdadero mexicano. Respect la mera mera. I was like,
all right, well, you
that's
better
cool,
step
dude.
up your game, dude, because you better not let her down.
oh, I can't, dude. But like, so I have already tried it. I tried it at the liquor store because I was like, oh, what is this? I was just like curious, and the lady that works there, she's like, oh, don't worry, like I'll give you guys a taste porque ven abierto una.
Nice.
So me and Cassie tried it. If you like Screwball whiskey, you're gonna love this one too because it tastes very similar, except instead of the whiskey flavor, has a hint of the tequila flavor because it's more peanut butter than whiskey for the Screwball. So this one's very similar. Like 10 tried it too. You could kind of tell you about it too.
Cool.
It's pretty identical to Screwball. But
Really?
como dice, like instead you get like
The
little bit of
finish
tequila.
is the tequila finish versus the whiskey
Right.
malty.
And then I'm assuming, Miguel, you like Screwball, but Tank, do you like Screwball too? And like you
Yeah.
fuck with the tequila? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an okay fan of Screwball. I actually got Screwball because of you guys. I remember you guys had it, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, and it's not bad. I haven't tried it since the last time I had it, but it's there. It's there.
It's a bit sweet if you don't like sweet stuff. Like como que si no te gusta lo dulce, a que sí que te empalaga. Where it's like, all right, like I'll take one drink and then just
That's it.
yeah.
Okay.
Pero con un hielito ese no te lo tomas dry porque yo siento que si empalaga ese con un hielito so it can start diluting a little bit with the water.
Maybe.
I think it prepares
O
well.
con un café, dude.
I was gonna say, parte
Mm.
de mi desayuno es un cafecito con Screwball. Dude.
That's
Aquí,
actually
Un café?
we listen, we don't judge, eh?
right.
No, I mean, I that's what I had today in the morning. I mean, I tried it with cafe, and I really, really liked it.
Really? I see. Now I'm intrigued, dude.
Now you disguise it with the McDonald's cup, huh?
Ooh, we listen to Don't Judge, right? That's what
Yeah.
we talked about that. Tank, what you got?
Life
going on
hacks.
over there? Life
Va,
hacks.
pues ya que we're listening and not judging, dude,
Oh,
este,
shit.
a little, some cheap whiskey that I found, and that, not Coke. We're still not sure if we're ¿cómo se
Supporting
llama? Supporting, dude, but that Aldi brand cola.
the RC one. Well, wannabe.
No, it was
It's just
like
cola, right?
it's
like
like
something cola?
Summit Cola or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we're not
just
judging.
whiskey and cola, dude.
So what whiskey is it though?
It's the Irish whiskey my dad has. I forgot the name, dude.
Almost just cola, no? I mean,
Might as well be cola, dude.
I mean, shit. That's what you have to say.
At this point, it's like cola with rubbing alcohol, dude.
Is it
At this point.
Seagrams?
It might be,
Is
dude.
it Seagrams? Like the plastic bottle, the big one?
It might be.
It might be. I think it's
It might be
Seagrams.
the one I saw. No, that's your Tank.
Well, I don't know. It's in the
Oh, no.
kitchen, dude. It's in the kitchen.
Okay, dude.
I was like, fuck, me van a regañar, güey. Like, let me just, I was like, fucking.
And, you're on the quickness.
Sí, güey.
You did say we listen to Don't Judge, dude. My bad. I was judging for a little bit.
Oh, you were judging from the
apologize.
beginning, dude.
I apologize, dude.
Oh,
No,
gracias,
I'm
gracias.
admitting to doing it. Diría el Tank que todavía sigo en Cuaresma, dude. So yes, I'm still with the Chulis. We're still in the Chulis
Okay.
era. I've grown to, I guess, like them. I mean, this flavor specifically, the wild berry. I tried the pineapple. Well, they have a couple, obviously, but this is my favorite, my to-go to. I haven't had.
Grow to
What?
like them or forced to like them, dude?
No, very true. That's a good point.
There's a difference, dude.
Let's stay positive, dude. I grown to like them,
Okay.
right? Okay, let's stay
Truly,
positive.
you're listening.
Yeah, and then but yeah, it's good. Went to the gas station, picked some up, and then here we are, muchachos. So.
Truly, if you're listening, Johnny Boy likes your stuff. Once you take away all the other stuff you could drink, he likes it now.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna try to continue. I mean, no, I'm just my bad. I don't know. I tried. I try.
29
to stay
days,
on-
no?
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I do miss beer. Beer. I like beer with pizza. Oh shit, I can't say that now. I like beer with wings. Like that's the pair, dude. But can't do it. So
He's like,
I tried.
What
You
can
tried,
you
dude,
say
you
the
tried,
pizza?
dude.
The peeps.
Peeps?
Digamos pizza. What were you saying? What was the question, Romero?
It was because you said, "Oh, I can't say that." I'm like, why can
Porque
you-
ves que digo pizza, you know? And then te acuerdas que te
Oh.
mandé el video de
Sí,
del
Sí.
pinche, yeah, they start judging, dude.
real hard, ¿no?
Real hard, dude. But yeah, muchachos, so cheers, ¿no? Porque se me va a
Ya tiene
enfriar aquí.
tiempo.
Oh, mira el hielo del Romero, ya for sure diluting, dude. That's just straight floating, dude, at this point.
Rico.
Que no le pase el Titanic
no,
por
no.
a un lado, ¿no? Porque
Oh, shit, for real. Romero, you
Voy a
tried
tomar
this.
un whisky porque
You
Sí,
tried it,
dude,
but
I
you
tried
always
it.
make it seem like you've never have, and it's like it just
Yeah.
hits the spot for you, dude. And I appreciate
it
that.
does,
I can
it does,
appreciate that.
dude.
I could definitely appreciate.
I was
that.
like, porque se me antojaba una cerveza, pero ya no tuve tiempo de ir a la tienda. Dije, ¿sabes qué? Pues me eché un whiskycito, algo tranquilo.
Mhm.
Y por más que digo algo tranquilo, le doy el primer little sip. And I'm like, pues otro de una vez. Y
Pues
pues
sí,
ya
dude.
un gulp.
Yeah, why not? Why not, dude?
Dude, está sabroso.
Vamos, so let's kick it off, no? We have, if we stick to the agenda, dude, there's a part that I do not understand, and I tried to research, but I do not have the subscription. But luckily for us, dude, somebody
don't
has
worry,
the
dude.
subscription.
don't worry, dude. The link has been changed.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me see.
Well, we're talking about the Dire Wolf revival,
Correct.
right? And I had seen a post recently, right before we
Oh, it did
jumped
change.
on. And apparently Miguel had done some research. Tank knows about it. Ilumínenos, hermanos Guerrero, porque all I know is que wolves are back from extinction. What is really happening?
So I'm sure you guys have heard either one of two: the colossal Colossal Biosciences. That's a company, or more importantly, I'm sure you guys have heard of the woolly mammoth revival. Like I'm
I
sure
heard
you
of
guys
that.
remember. So this company is that company that's trying to revive the woolly mammoth by 2028. So this time they decided that they were going to revive, test drive and everything. He puts what says like, hey, let's test this and reviving a dire wolf that's been extinct for 10,000 years.
Shit, dude.
So yes, they revived two cubs through I believe it's a cloning process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as Tank said earlier, the dire wolves went from extinction to what was it, Tank?
In danger of
Endangered.
extinction, ¿no? Porque pues nada más hay dos, dude. So
Sí. Uno primero que el otro, ¿no?
sí, way. But it's crazy though,
Yo-
because I feel like it makes you wonder and think like, what else are they gonna try to revive, and what's a good idea and what's a bad idea to trying to revive.
I'll get it out the way for Romero. I know he wants Jose and Juan Gabriel to come back, muchachos. So if you're listening, Romero's first thoughts of revival, for sure, Juan Gabriel.
Right.
Y en su casa, ¿no? Para que le cante luego, ¿no?
I know.
Sí. No, but that's crazy. It's crazy that yeah, we live in a world where there's technology is crazy, but for them to revive and clone something from 10,000 years ago.
So now there's three of them. So there
Three
was
cubs?
two, now there's three. Yeah. So
Ay, desde que
I'm-
pusieron el post hasta ahorita, ya nació otro.
so I'm seeing that so what they did is they took the gray wolf genome of the gray wolf cell, which is already genetically 99.5% identical to the dire wolves because they're very close related. From there, they edited those cells in multiple places in its DNA sequence to contain dire wolf versions of the DNA. So the first two came in last year. They were Romulus and Remus, right? And as of 2025, there was another one that was born, and this was about Khaleesi.
Oh,
So, I mean, does that make it like authentic then, or is it just like a hybrid? Is it gonna be Jose, or is it gonna be Joseph, dude? Like, we don't know, dude.
That's a good fucking point.
That's a really good question, dude.
Fucking good ass question, dude. Smartest
Yeah.
motherfucker right there.
So I mean, it's exactly what they did in Jurassic Park, right? Where they took the frog DNA and afterwards they altered to until they got to the DNA of the dinosaurs, so the specific dinosaur that they wanted to do. So they did exactly the same thing in this essence, right? So, which now it's like, if this worked with this dire wolves, right? Yavan tres. There's a possibility that
Mhm.
more and more extinct animals could be brought back.
But I say it's definitely, to answer Tank's question, it has to be a hybrid, right? Because it's not 100% obviously a dire wolf. And I know you told me about the percentage from the great wolf, or what?
The gray wolf, yeah.
Okay, so what is it, a 90-something%? But at the end of the day, it's not technically a dire wolf. Like, so wouldn't that be considered still a hybrid? I mean, that's the closest that they'll ever get, right? Because it's not like they're gonna actually get the 100%. But that's cool. That's still cool though.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight. What are you gonna say, Romero?
I just kind of took a quick glance at the article that we have here, and it says Colossals says its investors include Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, Paris Hilton, and Peter Jackson.
Damn.
I feel like that's more interesting than the actual dire wolf, dude. Like, what are they like? What, like, they're trying to test on that so they could test on themselves eventually in the future? You know what I mean? Like, that raises questions. That raises questions, dude.
I mean, the world could only take so many Tom Brady's and Tiger Woods and Paris Hilton. So fuck that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But then I question myself, right? When it comes to stuff like that, like how? Oh, well, you did say they alter the DNA and then eventually to be a. Because I was like, how do they get that DNA?
My question is, how did they land on that species specifically? Like, was like, you know what? This is the one that we're gonna try to figure out.
That's
Like,
a good question.
why that one?
I'm assuming since you already have a base of the great wolf that's already so identical to the DNA,
Mhm.
rather than an animal that's extinct that you might not have that um, DNA available donde sea close to that animal. So I'm assuming.
The next question would be like, I know there's certain rhinos that there's like
Mhm.
endangered species, right? I don't know, less than 100 or something like crazy like that.
Mhm.
Why, like literally, why not get that DNA? It's 100%, and you don't really have to alter it. Like, wouldn't that make more sense?
It would. I think that that's where this could go. In my opinion, I think it could be animals are in danger. Animals that have been extinct just recently, right? Because I've seen the like so on TikTok. I see like the what animals have been extinct. Last year, and it's been
Oh
like
shit!
20, 30 different types of
Give me
animals.
some, dude. Give me
Last year.
some that I
Oh,
might
dude,
know.
no me acuerdo from the top of my head, dude.
Don't worry about it, dude. I just said that so it would trigger
Well,
somebody's brain to start
I'm
researching.
sure you remember like the birds from Rio. That's why they made the movie because they were extinct
Yes,
too.
dude. Yes.
And I believe that they were thought to be extinct, and they were encontraron like some deserted ass part in Brazil or somewhere. So I think they're no longer in extinct. I could be wrong, but I believe they found a few more, but they were believed to be completely gone.
Mhm.
But again, there's a lot of animals like that where they're in they're literally about to be extinct, right? Como tú dices, I know rhinos are a big thing because of poaching.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
rhinos. I mean, there's a bunch of fucking animals. I think even like a certain species of tiger. Hopefully, not the
Yeah.
Bengal tiger, because then Bogan's like extinct. You know what I mean?
Pues,
Va a tener que cambiar de mascot, ¿no?
Sí, dude.
pues
They used to be, no?
los ajolotes, dude, in Mexico, they're
Oh.
they're in danger.
Oh, the axolotls.
Yeah, the axolados, los ajolotes, they're in danger.
Go ahead, go for it.
I was just pointing at the axolotl painting I have.
Oh, I don't know if you were.
What's up, brother? No,
I know. I don't know if it was that or Carla. Wait, don't talk to me. Like I was like, okay. You just never know when Carla's around, dude. All of a sudden, you just see a hand like reach over. It's like, oh, here you go. It's like, okay.
Throughout the four
Yeah.
seasons, no, she's always been sitting
She's
right
been
there.
there. She's the one making you the drinks, no? And it's never the actual drink that you have back there. Like it's always something different.
But yeah, I know the axolotls are extinct because of I think it's like they could only live in certain parts of Mexico, right? Again, guys, in Mexico City, and because of pollution, they're in danger of extinction. So I
And yeah,
think there
because
was
they're
said that,
originally from Xochimilco.
so what's it called? I think I don't recall what year, but they're saying that Namal is on a lifespan up to a certain point in the wild. So afterwards, that they're gonna try and like hibernate them by bringing them inside in zoos and different stuff like that. Pero so that's another animal that could be in danger. So
Now, I'm asking all these questions because I really don't know. Like, I'm really uneducated to all these things. But for
don't worry,
me, it makes
that's what we hired Tank to
that's what we're
to
here.
answer
Right?
all your questions.
Shout out Bogan.
Shout out to Bogan for sure. But I'm saying like you have a lot of shit that you could still save. And then let's say like last year, you said about certain stuff being already extinct last year. I'm sure they already have DNAs for all those things. So it's like, why try to mix with the DNA and try to like tweak at it and to kind of get a hybrid when you already have what it is here? I'm sure they could have gotten it maybe the last DNA from a female and the last DNA of a male. And that's what I'm thinking. Again, this is just an uneducated fucking guess and
I
question.
mean, when you think about it, though, it makes sense. But I think the environmentalist would want to have that species kind of bounce back, because
Reproduce
there's
on
been
its own.
species that they'll bounce back on their own by like protecting the wildlife and all that before looking into the cloning of. But that makes sense to me. Like, why not bring something that was just recently gone that you have DNA from, than something from 10,000 years ago? But then again, 10,000 years ago is pretty impressive. So
Yeah.
And it could also be that like for example, like the rhinos that we were talking about, that they're going extinct because of poachers. Like if you're making more, then van a decir, oh, pues entonces para qué, why are you stopping us if they're able to make more and shit? You know what I mean?
Okay, that's a good point.
So maybe también.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say.
You know what's not nowhere near extinction, dude?
Oh, my boy Tank, dude.
Oh, I hope not.
My boy Tank, because it was just his birthday, dude. I forgot you're gonna do that. There you go, dude. We've done that from the beginning.
Ooh.
My boy Tank's birthday. Romero, I can't hear you no more.
Aquí ando. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. April 4th, dude.
Yeah.
All right, April 4th. How old did you turn?
Yeah, it's 35, dude. I'm 5 years away from being 40,
yeah.
dude.
Okay. How do you feel, dude?
Uh
No, not great, apparently, dude, because you're thinking about it, no?
My back feels 70, dude. My knees feel like 50.
Yeah.
So it's just all over the place, dude.
But it's your heart that matters, dude.
The
That
heart y el
heart-
pilín, ¿no?
Eh?
Heart y el pilín.
Oh,
Those are what matters, ¿no?
Pilín ya va para los 60, güey. Ya.
Yeah. Párate, cabrón, ¿no?
Sí,
Ayúdame.
ayuda, no me abandones, ¿no?
Sí, güey. No, that's cool, dude. What did you do? Did you do anything? What day did it land on? Was it
It landed on a Friday.
nice? Okay. Did you do anything?
Yeah.
Any plans that you? What was the
So on Friday we didn't really do much. We were supposed to go to the Chinese buffet, courtesy of my dad and his
That's his
selection.
favorite
Of,
spot, dude.
exactly, dude.
I mean,
But
it's
Chiquis
not a
was
bad
sick.
spot. Oh, okay.
Chiquis got sick. And Miguel had to take her to the doctor. Y pues ya se tardaron. And like I told my dad, I was like, you know what? Like, because he was like, well, why don't me and you go? And ya ves que you could buy plates there. And I was like, well, I think the plates te lo venden al mismo precio que, or close to el mismo precio as someone who's going. I'm like, and it's pretty high, you know, like you can't justify a plate for that price. So I told him, I was like, why don't we just order fruit from somewhere else? And I wanted to get Mexican food, dude. And my dad's like, perfect, let's get Chinese food. I was like, all right.
I mean, he is mine, dude. After all, dude. I
Sí,
mean,
dude.
¿qué vas a decir, no? Like, oh yeah, that sounds good too, no?
I was like,
Happy birthday to you, no? Le dices.
sí, güey. So we ended up getting Chinese food. And yeah, that was about it, dude. Ya luego el Saturday, I went to Bar Cocina in Westtown. They have like a brunch special.
Yeah.
That they say is $60, pero ya con todo y todo te viene saliendo en $80, dude. Just a little FYI to any listeners, dude.
What did you order to drink, dude? That's the question. They made it $20 more.
It's just the bottomless. They have like a list of
So vas sin
drinks.
calzones, ¿no?
Pues también, dude. Yes, and there was this one drink called like a skinny punch, and I just kept ordering that because last time I went, I had a michelada and it was not it, dude. No,
Wasn't hitting.
no.
I hate those places, dude. Because a veces ya like the micheladas like the thing to go for, like unos chilaquiles or something. But the michelada just doesn't hit. It's like fuck.
Dude, and last time I went, I ordered chilaquiles, and they were decent, pero yeah, like con la michelada not hitting. I was like,
Yeah.
so I ended up
Fuck this tree, no?
Push
Push to the side.
I ended up drinking like seven skinny punches
Okay.
because you gotta get your money's worth, dude.
Did you get punched, dude, or no?
They were bottomless.
Did you get a little crunk?
I got a little tipsy, dude. Pero ya from there, so ordené la comida because it comes with one entree, bottomless drinks, and then they have like a little buffet that's like tienen like, you know, like eggs and like bacon and sausages and stuff like that, like little breakfast buffet. So ya comimos, and we went back to Luis's house because we recorded a video podcast.
That's right. You recorded video, huh?
Yes, pues ya después when I got there, también me tenían a little surprise little thing with like the
Stripper?
balloons that
Oh.
said "Happy Birthday."
Nice, dude.
They got like cupcakes, y eso.
If I was there, dude, my surprise for you would have been better than that. But that's obviously I'm not there. Dude. I'm just
I
throwing it
believe you,
out there,
dude.
dude.
I
Just throwing
believe
it
you,
out there,
dude. I believe you,
I
dude.
was gonna say, dude, like Tank came, he was like, dude, he's like, this is why this is my favorite podcast, dude. Ya lo que me hicieron, dude, you know.
I understand, dude.
Oh.
But I just have not gotten this, the chance to prove myself, dude. So,
I believe you, dude.
one day, dude. One day.
Y pues ya después el Sunday, I ended up going to my mom's house.
Mhm.
Because my stepdad's birthday también lands on the 3rd. So she usually like does a little dinner and cake for the both of us.
Mom's birthday lands on the 3rd.
My what?
You
Stepdad.
Your
My
stepdad.
Stepdad.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Usually we do them together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
What I was gonna be like, well, I got Mexican food, dude.
I was gonna ask you, did you actually get what you wanted this time?
Well, so I messaged her.
You wanted Chinese food this time, no?
No, dude, I had
And
messaged
your
her.
mom's like, no, fuck it, Mexican.
I had messaged her because I was like, oh, like, se me había antojado carne en su jugo. And I was like, fuck, like, it'd be pretty nice, you know? And then, like, I messaged her, I'm like, hey, like, do you already know what you're going to make? She's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to make some pozole and this and that. I was like, fuck. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I guess I like pozole too and shit, no? Like,
by the way, one time Tank did me dirty, dude. So my mom usually
That's
will
fucked
ask
up,
you,
man.
like, hey, like, what do you want to eat on your birthday, right? Ya lo hace. Sometimes she just goes by, like, all right, I'll just make, something and surprise them. So one time for my birthday, and I think it was last year, right?
it was last year. Yeah.
She asked Tank, she's like, oh, like, ¿qué le hago amigue? And Tank is like, you know what?
Carne en su jugo, no?
A mí se me antoja, he was like, a mí se me antojan unos tacos de canasta.
Mm.
And my mom's like, oh, pues I can make them for Miguel's birthday. Mind you, like, I don't mind them, but they're not my favorite thing, right? So Tank comes up to me, he's like, hey, so my mom's making tacos de canasta for you for your birthday. And I was like, that's the
What
most
the fuck?
randomest
Yeah.
thing, you know. I was like,
She
it's
knows I
like
don't like it
it's,
that much, no?
yeah, it's like getting Tank Chinese food on his birthday, right?
That's
So
good example.
yeah, and I told Tank, I'm like, so where did that come from? Yeah, Tank's like, like, so I told my mom I wanted some. She's like, oh, pues I'll make it for Miguel's birthday. So I told Tank last year, I was like, you owe me your for your birthday
dinner?
I get to pick what you want, what I
That's
want.
fair, dude. That's fair.
And you did, Cruz.
And I did choose. I did.
Don't leave that out of the story.
Hell,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
I was definitely gonna cash that in. I came in like money in the bank, dude. Like así corriendo, like
Okay, dude.
no va a ser carne en su jugo.
You intercepted the fucking call, no?
Hell yeah. I was like, no, va a ser sopes, She's like, oh, okay, mijo.
It wasn't sopes. It was the tortas.
It was the tortas, you're right. Yeah.
Tortas de milanesa. Yeah.
That's a fire too, dude. Well, uno con hambre.
Ya me
dude.
está dando
Come
hambre,
on,
muchachos.
yeah.
Chingado.
I got home from work, dude. Jumped into the podcast. I'm committed, Well, speaking about birthdays, muchachos, any specific birthday as a kid that you guys probably remember? I guess your favorite birthday. I'll start off with Tank since he finished it off, and we'll go the other way around.
But it's funny because I actually got asked this by my girl. I think on Thursday. Y
Birthday y celebrando aniversario, El tanque está.
Oh shit!
That was last
on the
weekend?
4th?
Yeah, no, that was last weekend, the 30th of March.
And how many? Is it months or is it 1 year?
1 year.
It's 1 year. Yeah, it's 1 year
Okay.
already.
Well, congrats on that, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Pero la relación está acabando con tanque. Ya creció como 7 años en ese año.
God damn, dude.
Or so Pedro says, dude. Or so Pedro says. But yeah, so she asked me, and I told her, I'm like, I think my favorite birthday, dude, was the first birthday que me pasé en Mexico when we moved out there. I was turning 10 years old, but I've always been one to easily make friends in school. Y me llevaba siempre con todos, y todo eso. So, dude, my mom's like, all right, pues invita a algunos de tus amigos and this and that. I'm like, all right. So I went back to school. I'm like, pues todos son mis amigos. And I invited the whole fucking classroom, dude.
God damn.
And then on top
Hasta
of
los
that,
maestros, ¿no? They showed up, ¿no?
Dude, on top of that, I invited, por ejemplo, like si tenía un amigo y me llevaba bien también con su hermano, like I'd be like, oh yeah, well, tell your brother too, So it was more people than just the classroom.
Los quinceaños de Rubí se quedaron chicos.
Sí, dude.
Para los 10 de
Yeah,
tanques.
It was that
Your
house
mama
was
pissed, ¿no?
fucking
Y ahora, ¿no?
packed, dude.
Que lleguen las pizzas, ¿no? Que porque no había, ya no había nada, ¿no?
She had to go get like a 3-tier cake porque it was like not gonna be enough, like to just get a regular cake.
Sí.
Y she was like, no, pues parecían pinches premios de que like primero todos dejando a todos, like que ya llegó fulano,
Y nadie
Y
se
that's
regaló, ¿no, güey?
dude. Well, that day I got a shit of fucking gifts, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, y
Oh, okay,
and she's like, ya después, ya when the party's over, it's like everything in reverse, like, oh, que ya vinieron por fulano, que ya vinieron por sultano, and like, but yeah, dude, that day was fucking fun though. Like,
Nice, dude.
I think it was like my
That's a good
best.
story.
It was fun for him.
Yeah, it was fun
From
for me.
your
It was
mom.
stressful as fuck for my mom.
Yeah, like it was.
So-
Until today, my mom will tell her, she's like, no.
Yeah.
One time Tank did me dirty,
Yeah, it was like, fuck
Like
that, dude, you know?
I told him invited some friends. He invited the whole classroom, plus he invited like people he played soccer with. Like siblings of his friends.
High schoolers,
like,
ahí estaba también, ¿no?
well, I mean, we're in Mexico, so say that's
Fumando
secundaria,
mota,
no?
Right.
But yeah, dude, and like it was just that house was so packed, dude. It was so packed. I was like, God damn, dude. But it was fun because I don't think none of us have ever had a birthday that big.
Yeah.
So it was just
La
hilarious.
quinceañera, pero at 10 years old, ¿no? Para el tank.
Una dieciñera, ¿no?
Good story, dude. I didn't know that. So, good stuff.
No.
Bob Miguel.
So,
Well-
yeah, I was gonna say, Miguel, since you didn't have a birthday as big as Tank, which one was your most memorable?
Damn. Dude. There's been a few for different reasons, right? And there's a few that I remember. Hay unos que like no me acuerdo bien. For example, like there's my first birthday when she was born, because she was born January 29. My birthday was February 7. So estaba chiquita when like I turned 19. So like I could say that one, but realistically it was just dealing with the screaming baby, right? Which I love, pero
Chiquis, if you're listening, no?
Chiquis, if you're listening, no. No, I think there was one where I was here in Chicago. I was a little kid, and my mom's like, "Oh, igual." She's like, "Invita some of your friends from school." I invited just a few, not that many, and then, but more important, it was like all the cousins, right? Like todos los primos, like everybody from like all the kids that were our age from de la cuadra, they were all there, right? And my mom made this the dinosaur cake. I don't know if you remember it.
Yeah.
So like, and my mom was very big on like, oh, pues a veces hacía un pastel y te lo llevaba a la escuela, so that you could eat it at school with your friends and all that.
Nice.
I remember that one, and that one was cool as shit, dude, because I was like, damn, like like I got to eat cake in school, me cantaban en la casa, and then afterwards, I celebrated pues, con todos mis amigos, and if I get to cheat and I get to pick another one for different reasons, because ese nunca se me va a olvidar, was the day I went to, I'm not sure if it was at Rome's or Pedro's for the Super Bowl, that we stopped by a Jewel, right? Because we were gonna go buy something, and Cassie and Tank decided to get like cupcakes and a cake and all that. I'm like, what are you
It was
guys
at
doing?
Rome's, by the way.
It was at Rome's.
Yeah.
And what's it called? And they were like, oh, well, it's your birthday weekend, so para hacer un pastel. I'm like, no, like, you know how weird it is for me to go to a Super Bowl with a birthday cake for myself. Yeah, andaban ahí los dos like, oh no, so Cassie was like, oh no, que te lo vamos a get, and of course Tank was like, get him cupcakes for his friends, get him all this
For his
so,
friends, no?
Yeah. So
Damn,
like,
dude, so
llegué con un
Romero.
pastel, dude. Llegué con un pastel, llegué con cupcakes and everything, and Rome se me quedó viendo like, what is this? And I was like, so Tank and Cassie got me cake for my birthday, and Rome se quedó like,
Celebrar, ¿no?
yeah, he was so like, okay. And then we were watching the game. Yeah, afterwards Rome's like, all right guys,
It was
I
after
guess, huh?
halftime. Yeah.
va bien serio with everybody. All right guys, so Miguel brought a cake, and I guess he wants us to sing happy birthday. And I was like, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, then, it was like after halftime,
Yeah.
and like we were all just like finished watching the halftime show, Yes, I think Crazy Rob was there that day.
Mhm.
Y
Oh, shout out to Crazy Rope, dude.
¿Y cómo se llama?
Shout out.
And then we were all like sitting. Y llega Romero like, pues que se vengan, dude, que porque pues que Miguel quiere que le cantemos Happy Birthday. And I was like,
Yeah.
yes, dude. Like,
I was like, fuck. So, ese nunca se me olvida. Luego más porque, like, thank you, Casey always.
A mí sí se me olvida, dude. I don't
I
remember
was,
that.
I was gonna say, Romero, do you remember? Romero was like,
Yeah.
he was making faces like, what?
I like Tank and Cassie will not let me forget that. It was like that was a very like it was a good after all, but it was just kind of funny how everything was done, right? And it was made seem like, hey, I'm bringing a cake porque quiero que me canten, when in reality that wasn't the case, right? But,
okay, dude.
That's what they say, you know?
Y sí, al rato les digo la real story.
Sí.
Lo
Alright.
pidió la Jewel, ¿no? Para que lo fueran a recoger ahí.
So what about you, Ron? 'Cause I guess we're going counterclockwise.
Counter, yeah.
Ah, dude, like, most memorable birthday as a kid, dude, like, la verdad, no te voy a mentir, I don't remember specific. Well, I do remember specific one. I think I was 3. I have a really good memory about, like,
God damn.
dude, I'm serious. I have a really good memory as
He
like
does remember a lot
my
of stuff,
childhood. For my 3rd birthday, it was like lo hicieron en un salón. And this like salón de fiestas, because it had like a little foam pit, I remember. So ahí pues llevabas tus cosas y hacías la fiesta y todo. Pero part of the rental was it came with a clown or a magician, right?
Oh, okay. Part of the
And
pack
I wanted the
or paquete?
magician. Sí, parte del paquete, whatever. Porque I remember going to the offices ahí cuando íbamos a rentar la madre esa y le preguntaron, like, oh, pues parte del paquete que va a querer, el magician o the clown. I'm like, I want the magician. Like, I want this motherfucker to like bust out a bunny like in front of my face, like, a ver si es
Yeah,
cierto,
bro.
you know?
Aquí está, ¿no? Y en tu cara.
Sí.
Ay,
Es cierto, güey. Ah,
Mírate.
perdón.
A thumper stop.
Y, güey,
Güey.
entonces tú querías Mexican food, güey, y te trajeron Chinese, ¿no?
Igualito.
Damn,
Igual- My dad is like, el payaso. I was like, no, and I'm lying. Actually, my dad wasn't there. He was here in the U.S. So whoever was, I think, was my grandpa and my mom who were there. And they decided to go with the clown. So there's video of this, right? Like there's a
Mm, that's cool.
VHS tape somewhere with my 3rd birthday and the clown, right? It was all right, whatever. But the funny thing, the funny thing that is que watching the tape back, somebody, it was either my mom or my tío, my mom's brother, they decided to record a Luis Miguel concert on the same tape.
God damn, dude.
I mean, that's if it's in the
That's fair, dude.
90s,
That's
dude,
fair, dude. That's fair.
yeah.
That's
fair,
gold, dude. That's gold.
So like se acaba la fiesta, like as soon as acaba, like right away it goes into like fucking a Luis Miguel concert right after that.
Fría como el viento, ¿no?
Pero
like that.
yeah, like it was like I think that's the one that I remember the most because I wanted the magician. I ended up getting a clown, but
Plot
yeah, it was
twist.
fun.
Plot twist, there was never a clown. Romero was dressed as a clown, ¿no? He was the clown, ¿no? ¿De qué vestimos a su hijo, no? Romero, ¿qué va a haber, no?
Por eso de Luis Miguel concert, ¿no? Para que no supiera la verdad.
Ease it
¿no?
up a little bit. Dude. Yeah, as he got older, dude.
So there will be no questions at the end, no? Ya mejor se pongan a cantar.
Oh shit, dude. That's funny, dude. That's hilarious. For me, dude, I don't know. I can't remember like a specific time así de niño, like something el mejor. I do remember my mom like trying to, make like birthday special as best as she knew and could. I remember my 18th birthday. I was living in Brockford, and it was mostly just family, and then Alan, he was there, and I think Giovanni from Mexico now, they were there. Pero I
We
think
had Giovanni in the pod, yeah.
in the podcast, yeah, they're the ones who I think they were there. My mom made food. I don't remember specifically like you guys have like, oh, I ate this and I wanted that, or cositas así como el Romero. Pero that was one of the times que was pretty cool. I mean, I still remember.
No, I have a really good memory.
Oh
Right?
shit.
Thesis?
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was invited to that Rockford party, but I was invited to Disney Quest.
Oh, fun, dude. Yes.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, now I remember, dude. So, see, scratch that, dude. Disney Quest was the best fucking birthday ever, dude.
That shit was fun as hell, dude.
Ayúdame a recordar, no, ayúdame a
No,
recordar.
Disney Quest was actually really, really fun.
It was like, what, we were 11, 12?
Yeah.
Maybe younger than that? I don't know. Yeah, 11, 12 sounds about right.
Dude, my memory is ass. Yeah, so, well, I'll be honest, Romero, I don't remember you there, but I do remember me being there. Okay, let's just, again, my memory's ass.
He was having so much fun, dude. Like, he blacked everybody else out, dude.
Fuck everybody, no? It was cool because it was an indoor park. It was in a building and it was an indoor like park, and it had like different rides, and it was, I mean, as far as I can remember, it was pretty big. I mean, Romero, you're the one with the memory.
I think it was several floors.
I was gonna say 3 floors. I don't know if there was more than that.
I think it turned, so Disney Quest ended up turning into the ESPN zone. I don't know if you guys ever been to that one.
No.
Well, it's no longer there, but yeah, it was downtown. It was Disney Quest, and it was all Disney themed, but it had go-karts, it had arcades, it had a bunch of stuff. Like it was pretty fun. And I think it was you and one of your other friends from Berwyn. Buddy, was that his name, or
Berwyn? Burbank, no?
Burbank. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Buddy.
Yeah, I remember it was the 3 of us. We went out there, and that was super fun.
5 stories.
5 stories?
5 stars. Damn. Okay. Well,
It's Disney Quest was a 5-story windowless indoor theme park operated by the Walt Disney Resorts.
That shit was fun.
It's funny that they say windowless.
Yeah, it's windowless.
Like that's just a very important fact they had to throw in there.
That's a selling point, apparently, dude.
Hey, for Romero, it worked out, dude, because then if you would have looked down, he's like, get me out of here. Like, he's dude,
they had a lot of different things, dude. They had a virtual jungle cruise, the Pirates of the Caribbean Battle for the Buccaneer Gold, Disney Quest Emporium.
I don't remember any of the rides. I think I was
Animation
drunk.
Academy.
I don't know. me there.
Cyberspace Mountain.
Yes.
Mighty Ducks Pinball Slam.
Me acuerdo algo de Buzz Lightyear. Like
Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster.
There we go.
Ride the Comics. Wired Wonderland. Ride the Comics again. Invasion of the Extra Terror. So terror is capital for terrestrial alien encounter.
Okay.
So it's.
But it was short lived though. It was like they had it open for maybe like I want to say 2 to 3 years at the most.
O sea, nomás para la fiesta de Johnny Boy.
Sí, yeah, that was cool, dude. Yeah, definitely. I do recall Disney Quest, and I think I talked about it a couple times with my girl that it existed, and it was an indoor Disney thing that we had out there in Chicago. Obviously, here in Cali, they have Disneyland and all that stuff, and it's something where it's open every fucking day. They a bunch of people, tourists and everything. People go there.
Years, dude. It was there for 19 years. Yeah.
Damn. Well, I was only there one time.
Mis papás nomás me dio para conocerlo un año.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I never even heard of this.
Yeah,
that shit was cool, dude. That shit was nice, dude. And then there's another question on the thing, dude. You guys want to answer the second question or ask the second question? Porque temática.
I got you, dude. Tenías temática. Was there a theme for your birthdays? For example, Power Rangers.
Apparently, me was Disney Quest, dude, just to get out the way, dude. It was a Disney theme story. Disney theme party.
But was it every year a theme, or was it just at one time?
No, dude. For me, I have never had a theme ever. Now that I'm older, my girl's very big on celebrating birthdays, and she's the one who's actually, because I really don't care for them. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care for them. Now it's a little bit different as far as like, well, I'll take that back. I care for them because I see the girls being excited for it. Like I see the girls being kind of like setting up and this and that. But even before that, like I really was never really big into oh, it's my birthday. Let's do something. Let's celebrate. I don't think even us as older and knowing each other, I don't think I was like, oh, it's my birthday. Let's go out here. I think maybe did we ever do that? Or again, my memory is ass, dude.
I'm sure we would all try like to do
Yeah,
something.
let's get together. I do recall this, dude. I do recall this. In Chicago, we went to play at Chi-Town one time, and I think some of you guys I say some of you guys because Tank didn't really care about me at that time. Some of you guys cooperated to buy me a Messi jersey, a Barcelona jersey. I don't know if you guys remember. You're the one with the memory here.
I know that's escaping me because I think of Chi-Town and I just go to like the after the game late night drinking
Singing karaoke. Yeah, you would, dude. You
Yeah.
would. All right. Well, anyway, I got that
Chabelo,
from
no?
you guys. Huh?
Chabelo.
Con Chabelo.
Whichever.
Yeah, dude. But I never really had a theme. I haven't made a theme. I know here with the family, like my girl's family, they usually do a theme like with their birthdays. Me, it's just kind of like, I don't know, let's just una carnita asada and call it a day.
All right, but so question for you, and then afterwards I'll go back to the question
For me?
everybody else. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's a second part of the question.
What? Okay.
If you could pick a theme, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good ass fucking question.
Since you're like, you never had one.
Yeah,
themed
yeah,
birthday,
yeah.
I'm like, so if you could pick a theme, what would it be?
Who? You know what? I guess again, I did mention that my mom had tried to do the birthday special as she could. I guess going back at it, she did buy me I did have a cake with an actual soccer field. I guess we could use that as a theme thing,
That's
right?
classic.
Yeah. So it was a soccer field, little 2 goals, right, with the little monos or whatever. So she did do that. And I was thinking of that, like something soccer related, Barcelona, fucking, like amarillo and blue, America, like why not in the back? I don't think Michael will ever do that for me, but
So would it be like a soccer team, as in like?
yeah, like a club, a soccer theme, as far as like Cuauhtémoc Blanco in the background. Why not? Something, something iconic.
Life size, no?
Yeah, iconic, dude. No, but something like that would be cool. Not that I like, oh my god, I can't wait to have it. No, but why
I
not?
just can't wait. No.
No, see.
All right.
I'm
so
just saying, tiene una semana, no? Para put it together.
My girl's not listening to the podcast at the moment, so she's not.
Se le mandamos the link.
See, dude.
all right,
That's
so
a good question.
So for you, otra vez,
For me again?
well, no, for Tank. So like going back to the original
Themes.
question, like themes for your birthday. Like, did you have themes? If so, what were your favorite themes? And if you didn't, what would be a theme that you want?
I don't think necessarily themes. I just know that we would get, and I'm be honest, my mom would snap on the cakes because she would make them
Oh,
herself.
she would make the cake.
Yeah, so compraba los moldes. She would go to like Michael's or wherever it is that she would go to. Y compraba, por ejemplo, like the los moldes de like el dinosaurio or molde de whatever it was, and then she would like do the icing and like decorate it and like todo eso. So she would do different ones, like for example, Miguel que dijo que el dinosaurio. Like I remember, también she did like a soccer one también. And she did like a whole different ones, but it wasn't necessarily like a theme throughout the party. It was just the cake.
And I think because we now compare it to the birthdays that we see,
Right.
like, with the kids, they're like, if there's a theme, it's throughout the
theme,
whole fucking
right.
party.
Yeah, like,
I think
dress-
back then,
dress
if you
up
ask
and all that.
me, right, the theme was your cake.
Right.
I agree. Fuck, dude.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah, that was the theme back then. Because now, I say that, like my girl's family, they're really big into like themes. I know 2 weeks ago they had like a martini type of party, and everything was like martinis and like different stuff like that, like dressing a little fancy if you could. But I know we had like a UFO theme, and everybody was dressed like with like I don't know, just different types of colors. It was just cool. It was cool. And the theme was like that, like the back, because now Amazon, right? You could, okay.
Ahí entró Johnny Boy, ¿no? Vestido como Jaime Maussan, ¿no? Like, it's the UFO.
Dude, allegedly, I'm an illegal alien, dude. I just show up and I'm there. I'm already the theme, dude. Pero Okay, muchachos, let's wrap it up though. Not literally wrap it up. We gotta go a little quicker because there's still a little bit more preguntas. Pero, a theme, Miguel, that you could think of.
Same thing. Como digo, Tank. I don't think we really had themes. It was just more of what the cake was. Yeah,
That's
like,
cool, though.
But based on
like-
Romero's response, I guess.
I guess it would be
themes,
themes. Yeah, it would be older themes, right? Where
Yeah.
I think if I could pick a theme, I don't know, dude. Like there's so many I could think of, right?
I mean, you like a lot of shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude.
you're
I
into
love a lot of shit. Dude,
anime,
I'd be like
video
Godzilla,
games. Yeah,
Godzilla, Power Rangers.
I feel like you would be easy to
Super
put a theme,
Zodiacos,
dude.
dude.
Because
Absolutely, dude.
I wouldn't be like, I was like, oh, let's just pick this. Like, he's gonna fucking like it.
Oh hell yeah, dude. It could be anything, dude. Like, I'm easy to please, dude.
Okay, moving on. Romero, what do you think? Any theme? Cake theme?
Yeah, that I can think of. No, outside like a soccer theme. Like I think
Right.
everybody had that classic soccer field with the
soccer ball,
jugadores
I
and
mean.
or the soccer ball, right? Pero I always wanted, like, I would see like
The
Power
magician,
Rangers
no?
themes. Well, the magician was one. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I did get a magician for my 4th birthday, like the year after that. But there was no video of that, or unless there was a video and they record another concert over it, which I don't know.
El de Juan Gabriel, no?
Como Carla, if you're
Possibly.
listening, for his next birthday,
She will
get him a
listen.
magician, no?
Easy.
Dude, just get him the fucking vest, the Stone Cold vest. He's gonna be shirtless, dude. But get him the fucking thing to go in, break the glass, dude. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's gonna go in.
Calzoncillo, ¿no? Ahí,
Sí, dude.
saliendo.
¿Te imaginas Rome as
I
dressed
could.
like a Stone Cold, right?
I could. Yeah, I actually could.
Pero like excited porque there's a magician in front of him. Dude.
Ooh, shit.
Oh.
Mm.
That's the ultimate party right there.
Yeah,
Dude.
dude. Oh, yeah, dude. That's an orgasm for him, dude, for sure. Moving on, muchachos. ¿Cuál fue la última vez que celebraste tu cumpleaños en serio? Like, seriously. Again, short answers because we're running out of time. Dale, Tank.
I think for me it was pre-pandemic, like because I would always do something at St. James, and then once the pandemic hit, like I stopped doing that. Yeah, cuando they lifted the restriction, I was just like, nah. So I think the last time I like celebrated with 2019.
Okay.
No.
Miguel?
The day I almost died, dude.
Oh, shit. Well, which
Oh, so that was
one-
at St. James too, right?
James, everybody got me too many shots. I had over 30 shots and plus beer and all this other stuff, so I almost died that day.
You were turning what, 33?
I think 32 or 31,
32.
somewhere around there.
It was 32.
Okay.
And I think you stopped at 28.
I don't. So I keep hearing different
28
numbers from
shots still
everybody.
fucking crazy, dude.
It's still a lot, yeah.
That's a fuckload of shots.
Dude, I don't
the worst thing
remember.
is que no
Of course.
nomás era tequila, like it was
No,
a
it-
vodka
it was
shot in
Everything,
there.
whatever
it
the
was-
fuck that
was-
was there.
yeah.
Whoever bought you, whatever, is like,
They were
okay.
mixing it like it was.
Just amigos
Ooh.
irresponsables que tienes.
Yeah, dude. If I was there, dude, I wouldn't let that happen to you, dude. I'm just being honest.
You would have been like, no, blue motherfucker, no.
For real, dude.
Fuck these shots, dude. Blue motherfucker. It's like
You would have been
4
okay
and 1.
with. You would have been okay with just the blue motherfucker because that's already a mix of fucking everything there.
Of like everything. Dude.
Sí.
So might as well. Okay.
Un
Romero.
OG for Loco, ¿no? Nada más.
Ooh, shit, no, dude. Dangerous ass motherfucking. Gangster for sure.
But Romero.
Yeah. No, I think intentionally we try because it's my birthday and Carla's birthday are a week apart. And then Mother's Day, it's always somewhere around there. Like
Mhm.
it's like siempre terminamos haciendo algo, either like a Mother's Day or just like Carla and I's birthday, and then whatever. So hacemos algo like una carne asada o algo. We try, but I think the last time que I might have done something like that I initially started was quite a few years back. I ended up kind of cashing in all of my Chicago Fire season tickets and parking passes, and just got a bunch of people to go to the Fire game. We did a tailgate. This was when they were still at Toyota Park. So, and then like there were no plans afterwards. It was just like, let's tailgate, let's go inside the stadium probably after halftime. But we ended up going back to the apartment over there on 61st. Y pues le seguimos la peda. But that was like the one time that I could remember intentionally on my own saying like, this is what we're going to do for my birthday.
¿Cómo fundaban? No sé si darte un regalo o regalarte unas rosas, ¿no? Para el Día de la Madre.
For real, dude. The last time I celebrate something serious, I think last year, dude. Like, again, I don't plan something for my own. Like in this case, kind of like what Romero was saying. Like the last time we planned, I don't plan anything. But I know, like, Romero's been here for my birthday out here in California, and they planned something out for me here. The last time I think Romero was out here was
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And then they did kind of like because it's my birthday and then my suegra's birthday's on the 17th. So they did kind of like both birthdays in one. But last year, again, my girl and the girls usually do something. Like they will be like, "Oh, una carne asada," and they'll decorate and they'll do it. So for me, it's been every year that we plan something or that they plan something serious. But out of me, I don't really plan anything. This year, there's a concert it's happening this Friday in Vegas, and they want to stay all the way till Tuesday. So Monday's my birthday to still be in Vegas. But I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. But that was the plan, and it's been planned for almost.
And what's
a
the
year.
concert?
It's a Raúl Alejandro concert.
Now, are you gonna dress up?
Are you
I
gonna
mean,
dress up?
I've seen people.
I see the dress ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if it was going to
That could be
happen.
the theme.
That could be the theme.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was going to happen for other reasons, but I have not gotten the hotel. I did get the tickets for the concert there, but it's something that I feel like it's easy to sell. Like I'm not. Again, right now I don't know.
Bien, si no.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going anymore for other again for some other reasons, but we'll see. But yeah, the last time I celebrated my birthday seriously was last year. We'll see what this year brings.
Cuando yo estuve ahí no lo tomó en serio.
No, that's not true. ¿Te estresa cumplir años ahora por la edad, la planeación o el dinero? I'll start it off. ¿Te estresa? No me estresa, dude. Honestly, I think I'm okay with it. I think last time, a couple of days ago, I was in the bathroom and I was telling my girls like, "Oh shit, I got white hair." Like I'm getting like white hairs, and I'm like, "Fuck it." Like I'm okay with it. Like I'm embracing me for just getting older, and I'm perfectly fine getting gray hair. I'm not like worried about it or anything. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Triste historia, dude. One day you'll be there, Tank.
Apparently, according to Roman Pedro, dude, I'm flying my way there, dude. Like,
sure, dude. Do you stress out, Tank?
I don't think I stress out, but I do want to say maybe after 35, it'll be a little bit more like, like otro cumpleaños, como que fuck. Pero
I think things changed, dude, because again, I was the one that didn't care about for my birthday, and I'm telling you, I was like, I really don't care. But now it's different because of the girls. Like the girls are excited for my birthday. The girls are excited to plan something out, and I'm sure they already got like things like in them, like they're already planning for me. So for me, it's kind of like, okay, like it's some sort of excitement for me to now know that, okay, my birthday's in a week and I'm going to be able to, I don't know what they have planned, but I know they're going to plan something out and they're excited for it. So again, it's just different for me now. Yeah. But maybe for you, Tank, obviously I know you don't have kids, but eventually when you do have kids and you see that you're going to be able to involve your family, and it's not so much about you anymore. It's about them as well, being happy for you. It's a nice thing.
It's up to a certain degree. I think.
Damn. Okay. I mean.
No. So like, yeah, like,
say,
no. So like, you're 100% right. I think. So obviously, I saw that with Chickies and like as she was growing up, I think that after a while, like you're kind of like, you know what, I'm done with the whole like going out and drinking, doing all this stuff. Porque I think there was one birthday where all I wanted to do was just to eat sushi and just watch Godzilla movies, and that's all I did all day, dude.
That's fair, dude.
And like they were like, "Oh, do you want to do anything else?" I'm like, nah, like this is literally all I want to do today. Like it's a point where like on my birthday, I just don't want to be. I want to be around people, but I just don't want any like bothers or problems, right? Where it's like,
dude, but for you, it's like I feel like today. Let's just say it's a fucking Saturday, and I get there, and I could be like, bro, let's order some pizza, and then let's go ahead and just chill, watch some Godzilla movies. You'll be down with that. Like for me,
hell yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying. But you like that day that you're planning out, it's not just your birthday. Like you would do that every day.
So I would do that every day. I just never get the chance to do it. So because it was on my birthday, I was like, all right, this is what I want to do. And I told Chickies and I told Cassie, and I was like, I want to do this. Like, I took the day off of work, and like that's what I did, dude. Like I just so like yeah, once Chicas got home and once Cass got to work and my dad got home. Yeah, after that, it's like all right, now it's family time. But at least I had that 8 or 9 hours
To
of
you.
like just to myself.
He said, when my dad got home, like, all right, now it's Chinese buffet time.
No, it's Chinese buffet.
It's whatever he wants to eat time, no?
Yeah.
So
Crazy. He only does it to Tank, dude.
that's crazy, dude. Least favorite, I guess. Dude. Romero, any does it stress you out at all?
It does to a degree because I had like, for example, this year, my birthday lands on Mother's Day or that second Sunday of May,
Right.
right? So it's like no, like for sure, like I'm not even thinking about like qué voy a hacer. I'm like we're gonna like for Mother's Day siempre hacemos una carne asada. Like hopefully the weather permits, and we'll invite people over the house or whatever. Like we'll do that. And I told them I'm like, forget my birthday, it's Mother's Day. And they're like, no, 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 we're gonna do something. Like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a carne asada, and there might be like Feliz Dia de las Madres on the cake and Christian or some shit, like
It's
so
small
it
print,
doesn't
no? Like,
stress me out, but it's just like coordinating everything, especially for hosting, like
I can see
and it
that.
involves other like my mom because she wants to have a part in it and feel like she's contributing to the party or whatever.
Right.
So como
Pero ujú.
Rome feels Tank's pain, no?
This year, dude. This year.
this is.
No, it's
This año.
it's every year. For
Dude, I gotta say, like, I remember one year, my birthday landed on Easter, and
That was celebrate everything at once, dude.
yeah, dude, it was
Jesus,
cool. I
you.
mean, I didn't do anything, but it was pretty cool. Like,
Actually, I got
like,
I don't know if it was exactly on April 4th, but I got the memory not long ago. Oh, well, recently, acaba de pasar. It was, I don't know if it was Easter weekend, but it was April 4th and it was WrestleMania weekend, which usually always lands around that time.
Mhm.
And I hosted a WrestleMania party, and then we had like, ahora sí que in bit like halftime or whatnot, we had a cake, and it was Tank's birthday, my sister's birthday,
Wanaya.
Jackie's
Jackie's.
birthdays.
Yeah.
So se celebraron todos los cumpleaños.
That's cool.
Like that's pretty cool, right? But
Yeah, because I remember
think-
you guys
Uh-huh.
did a cake that day.
yeah,
Yeah.
So for like Rome, like usually it's around. Well, for Rome it's around Mother's Day. For Tanks, it could be around either WrestleMania or Easter.
Easter.
Mine is around Super Bowl. What about Johnny Boys?
it could be around WrestleMania too, dude. Like,
WrestleMania. Yeah, that's true. It's
or
WrestleMania
Easter
season.
también,
Or
por ahí, ¿no?
Easter también.
I don't think I've ever celebrated my birthday on Easter.
Like
Sorry,
nunca
guys.
caído
I'm,
or
no,
like
I'm unique like that. My bad. I don't see it, dude.
Para decir, ¿no? Que es around Día del Niño, dude.
It's
Es
in
around
the
Día del
history
Niño.
books, dude. It's in the history books. ¿Ustedes dan regalos o eres de los que llegan con una chela y su presencia?
both. Sometimes depends.
As I said, depends on
Depends on-
financial
yes,
situations.
Okay, Romero. Romero,
It
last time he
depends
came.
on whose birthday it is, dude.
Oh, okay. When I have to throw it out there, dude, I was gonna say Romero last time he came by with the Johnny Walker Blue, dude. So we fucked that up for sure, dude.
Pero
I didn't know it was that
no.
expensive. I'll tell you that. I didn't know it was that
he
expensive.
didn't take it seriously, dude.
I
Co-
did.
it wasn't a serious
como,
birthday,
como
dude.
Rome's like, oh, don't like, no lo digas, dude, porque
I know.
like for Tank's birthday, but that thing like, oh, so where's
It's
my
Johnny
Johnny
Walker,
Walker
no?
Blue,
It was
dude?
Johnny Walker Blue. Dude.
Mm.
Hey, va a llegar
It's
Romero
una
con Johnny
verde, ¿no?
Walker Black, ¿no? Like, so,
Green.
es para lo que alcanzó, ¿no?
¿Te gusta que te feliciten en las redes sociales? I personally do not like it. My birthday's coming up, guys. Please. I don't like it, but I know,
Yeah,
like,
so.
you know,
You don't like it? Why?
podcasts-
Are you
I
able
don't
to
know,
say
dude.
why?
I just, yeah. I guess
Because you feel
maybe-
obligated to reply, or you just
Very good question. Yes. I know it sounds fucked up.
Hmm.
My bad.
that's okay.
No.
Yeah.
Valid.
I feel you. Dude. I feel
Yes,
you.
and then also I know we have a podcast, right? Where we're here in Todo el Pedo, so like the little people that follow us, it's like, oh well, wish our co-host.
Yeah, little people that follow us.
I'm not talking about midgets, dude. I'm talking about like
Los peasants, no, that follow us, dude.
The dozens and dozens.
the millions and millions, dude.
Wow,
But
wow, wow.
but yeah, no. I just again, I've never been the type of person that's like I'm very big on the happy birthdays, right, and stuff. But yes, a little bit of the replies. I think a lot of it out of the replies, but yes, nonetheless, I don't like it. That's just me. But let's keep it going. No
feel
more
you.
questions, too.
I'll say this. I feel you because I think when you get a bunch of birthday messages, it's a lot, right? You lose track of all of them, and you feel obligated to respond.
Dude,
to
there's
them.
sometimes I don't reply and I feel like shit for not replying.
So a mí me pasa where like I don't reply because there's too many, and then my mom will message me like, "Mijo, tu tía me mandó un mensaje que no le ha respondido." I was like, it's buried under all that. Like I gotta go look for it now. Like,
Yeah.
so it's that's why I was like, I feel your pain there, which I think the same thing. Like, I remember when people used to do like the one single post, like thank you for everybody that's
Sí,
so I was like, all right, I thought about just doing something like that, but I was like, oh, so I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Yeah. Okay. Tank, Romero.
I don't mind, dude. I actually go one by one and reply. What I do mind though is when, por ejemplo, like let's say Rome puts like something on my wall, like happy birthday, and then por ejemplo, like una tía that doesn't really know how to use Facebook comments on his post, like, oh, feliz cumpleaños, this and that. Then I do mind because then that's when I get lost in did I reply to everyone or not. Yeah, see, yeah, when like
when
put it
people
on,
piggyback off of somebody else's happy birthday post, like why not just make a post to the wall,
right,
right?
and like, and it's just because of that, because I'm like, all right, like
Mhm.
I want to reply back to everyone, at least saying just thank you, and I don't want anybody to get offended that like, oh, vi que le respondiste a todos menos al mío, and like type of thing. So when it's like that, yeah, like I might miss it, or I might, like I might not reply porque like it got lost in in the whole like post. But other than that, like I don't mind, dude. I don't mind, like I literally like everyone, and then like I just at least say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think for the past couple of years, I think I've messaged them, like I message you, Tank, no, like individually, and then you're able to respond. And I think I've done that with Romero and Miguel. The same thing is like, oh, I'm gonna message you guys directly, whether you guys respond or not. I'm not gonna take it to heart if you guys don't. Pero like it's a message directly to you guys. I'm not lost in the feed.
Instead of general post.
Right, instead of a general post, I prefer to be like, hey, Miguel, happy birthday, enjoy, blah, 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 lo que sea, pero hasta ahí. That's it, literally. That's just me, though. I prefer that over a general post, and not because I don't want to make it public or lo que sea, I'm embarrassed, but I prefer that myself.
Ay, me avergüenza, ¿no?
Sí.
And just real quick, like I think for me it's not even like I don't mind it, but I feel guilty because I'm horrible at wishing other people happy
Eso sí.
birthday.
No.
And it happens to me year after year, ever since fucking like MySpace, Facebook, whatever. It's like I'm like, oh, it's so and so's birthday. I'm gonna send them, like a very like intentional message, right? Even if it's gonna say, happy birthday, like quiero tener la intención de hacerlo bien and not just do well. Now you have the generic like wish happy birthday and you just click happy birthday and it goes. But I want to have the intention to like take 30 seconds out of my day, and it sounds bad because it is just 30 seconds out of your day to pause and wish somebody happy birthday. Sometimes there's days where there's 10 people, you know, have birthdays on that day, but the fact that I like think I'm gonna do it and I never do it, and then when it's my birthday and they're wishing me happy birthday, I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
I'm an asshole.
I'll say that like on my birthday, when I see somebody that I was like, oh shit, like I haven't talked to them in years. See me acuerdo like, fuck, like I haven't talked to them in forever. I haven't wished them a happy birthday, ni nada.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Like you don't. I mean, at least with me, and I guess I can speak for you guys. Like, there's no bad blood or bad intention behind that. Like,
no,
everybody's
there's
going.
not.
There
It's
really
just
isn't.
one of those self-conscious things.
Yeah. And then I know that Facebook reminds you, right? That reminds you, oh, it's Tank's birthday. Make sure to wish him happy birthday, and that's cool and all. But whether I'm in Facebook and it reminds me, and then shit, I got to turn off my phone and go about my day, whether it's work, kids, whatever it might be. And yeah, I do forget, but I don't mean it like I generally care for you guys, but if I don't wish you a happy birthday, don't take it like, oh, fuck my feelings type thing. But
no, I think the only people that I would be like hurt would be like obviously like my parents and like my siblings in this case.
I wouldn't, dude. Not even for my mom. I would be butthurt. She didn't wish me happy birthday. I'm
I
not.
would.
That's just me, though.
I would, dude. I'd be
Yeah?
like, damn, like fucked up. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you
dude.
don't give her a grandchild. I mean, well, how do you think she
Oh,
feels?
dude.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I've been hurting her feelings for a long time,
yeah,
no?
dude,
Like,
at this point, fuck your feelings, dude. You know what I mean? Pero vamos, muchachos. We're gonna skip the last question. We got some words to live by me because Tank. This is Tank's
The
wish.
birthday boy.
Birthday boy, yeah.
you see
So hit me with it, dude.
Are you sure you're ready, dude? With Words to Live by Johnny Boy? I mean, when's the last time we did this segment, dude?
Fucking, I don't know, about a year ago, honestly. At this point,
Been a
I
while,
mean,
dude.
I think it's been more than a year.
more than a year. Okay.
Pues Words to Live by Johnny Boy.
No.
Coming to the stage,
So,
Johnny Boy.
I have a couple, dude. I have a couple.
Oh, con
Make it-
intro.
make it
Todas
nice
las
and-
que ha tenido guardadas, ¿no?
No, dude,
Live
no,
after
just a
live.
couple. Don't take life too seriously. No one makes it out alive anyway. That's fair, dude.
And that's
Pretty
very,
much.
those are
Well,
facts,
That's a
dude.
good one.
Nice,
Dude.
dude. Nice and
Good
fair,
one.
dude. Some people graduate with honors. I am just honored to graduate, dude. Fucking fair as fuck, dude.
That's Bogan's tagline right there, dude.
Fucking-
You see it. They do say, dude, C's get degrees, dude. So
Fuck
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I'm not lazy, dude. I'm on energy saving mode, dude. That's fair,
Ooh,
dude. Nothing but fairness.
that's my new motto, dude.
Dude, life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. Fucking fair as fuck, dude.
Ooh,
Because, you know,
I
well,
got a dentist appointment, dude.
that's my boy right there. Dude.
what?
Oh, dude, and I applied for life
A
insurance.
doctor's
dude.
appointment. Oh,
Ooh,
You apply for what?
Life insurance.
life insurance.
look at us being adults, dude.
With Alan, dude, or
Oh, not with Alan. Dude, Alan, if you're listening, I love you, dude. But
I'm gonna wish you happy birthday, though. No, like,
that's it, muchachos. That was it, dude. I have more, but for some other time, dude. For some other time.
Or somebody else's birthday, no?
let's see.
I mean, your wish is my command, dude.
wait, so nos estás avisando que a lo mejor by next week you're gonna be in Vegas? Possibly not. You might not
Possibly
join the pod?
not. Yeah, we don't know, but nonetheless, dude, I need at least for my birthday wish, right? Because it is my birthday next week. At least 10 palabras de tank, por favor.
Ay,
10.
I-
I mean,
that's gonna be the entire episode, dude.
I believe there was like unas 3-4 words to live by. So I'll
Dude,
match your.
you did not specify the amount. I gave you more. Gave you more words to live by me. I'm giving you a set amount, dude. It's my birthday, dude. I mean, if you care, do it. If you don't care, then don't do it, dude. I understand.
Dude, but I thought you said you wouldn't get hurt or anything.
It's a hard.
No, you better wish me happy birthday, dude. At this point, there's not going back, dude. There's not going back. Pero vamos, muchachos. Now we're Mark. Now we're 13. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe. All these can be found at Todos Toman Pod. Remember, it's a little too slow. Don't worry about it. You don't got to bring it up anymore.
Podcast.com, dude. Es que ya estamos bien cerquita, dude.
Dude, the pod también sirve, dude.
Pero .com, dude.
Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I have seen some of the TikTok the videos que el Miguel has been posting, dude. They've been pretty hilarious. Pretty nice. They've been popping up in my feed. Appreciate that, Miguel.
I really like the fact that the first person that saw the TikTok post about las revistas vaqueras was your sister.
That's fucked up, dude. I know. I saw that shit. Dude.
The fact that she was the very first person, I was like, damn.
It is what it is.
Shout out to Elizabeth, dude.
Shout out to my sister, dude. Other than that, muchachos, any last words, dude, before we head out? Peace and love, dude. That's it, at least.
Cuídense, feliz cumpleaños. Celebren su birthday, muchachos. Se lo merecen.
Thanks, dude. 37 coming soon.
So, ¿sí te vas a poner pedo para tu birthday o qué pedo? Ya.
I don't know, dude. We'll see. We'll see what the Lord
Are you
wants.
able to drink beer by then?
No, dude. Cuaresma finishes by Easter.
Se va a hacer una peda de puro tequila.
Puro pinche trulito.
Truly.